Hello and welcome to the Matthew Alton Art channel. If you're new here, welcome aboard. If you're a returning viewer, then thanks for coming back. Those of you who follow the channel know that I've got a Patreon and one of the patrons on there is currently doing quite a lot of painting on wood board. He's using acrylics. But I have never used wood to paint oils on, so it's something that I want to try. This channel is all about experimenting and learning new techniques, looking into new media, looking into new supports in this case. So I went onto Amazon and I ordered some 30, I think they're 30 centimeters. Just check that. Yeah, about 30 centimeters by 20 centimeters basswood 3mm thick plywood panels. I've never used them before, as I say, so I ordered these from Amazon and this is what they look like. Quite a smooth surface. I think you can buy these, people do pyrography on them, you know, so burning designs into them. I think people use them for laser work as well, I think. So they're sort of for craft and for painting. There's 12 of them here. Obviously I've had a bit of research since they arrived, and what to do with these and how to prepare the surface for painting with oils. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be sort of preparing half of these probably. I won't do them all. I might try this support and decide it's not for me, in which case there's no point doing them all. So I've got 6 here. I'm going to do 6, the preparation of 6 of them. So I've had a bit of a research. Basically it involves sanding them down a little bit with some fine sandpaper, which I've got ready here. And then using gesso, which I've also bought from Amazon. So I bought a rather large tub of acrylic gesso here, again from Amazon. I'll put links to the boards and to the gesso in the description of the video if you want to purchase the same ones. So first of all, I'm going to do a quick sand of these and then coat them with gesso, let that dry, a quick sand, then another coat of gesso, and then another quick sand and another coat of gesso. So I'm going to be putting 3 coats of gesso on this with a quick sand in between. Obviously I'm not going to show you all of that. That would be madness. So let's just sand down the surface first. This apparently helps the gesso stick to the wood panel. So it only has to be a light sand just to make the surface a bit textured. Well, I've sanded down the surface of the 6 pieces that I'm going to prepare today. For the first time. It's a lovely smooth surface, I have to say, even though I've just roughed it up a little bit with the sandpaper. Now I'm going to get the gesso. I've opened it and I'm just going to use a brush to put a thin coat over the top. Try and be a bit even because I don't want too many brush strokes of the primer showing through really when I start putting the actual brush strokes on of the painting that I do. First coat won't matter so much really, as I said, because I will be sort of sanding the first 2 coats down anyway. And probably the last one just before I start painting to make sure that the oil paint sticks to the gesso as well when I start. I'm not sure how long this takes to dry. It's acrylic, so I would imagine not very long really. I have to say, I'm really quite excited about trying a new surface with oils, because I don't like canvas. For those of you who that follow the channel will know that. I tend to use sort of Arches wheel paper, which is a bit like a thick watercolour paper, and it has a sort of similar texture to a sort of cold press watercolour paper as well. So this would be something totally new. The problem with the Arches paper is it's quite absorbent, or can be quite absorbent, when you're putting the first layers on, and I tend to use a fair amount of liquid really because of that when I'm putting the first bit of paint on, or mix the paint with quite a lot of liquid. So I don't know how this will be different. I will be doing a video, of course, when I use one of these panels for the first time, I'm sure. So you'll be able to watch how I get on. I hope I do like it. I hope it's not a sort of medium that or a support that I can't get on with. So that's that one done, and I'll carry on and do the rest. Obviously I've dusted them once I'd sanded them, because you don't want all the sanding, the fine sawdust in the gesso paint. So I've done a fairly good job of getting rid of all that. I think there is a bit I can see in there probably. Okay, so I'll get on with the rest, and then when they're dry I'll sand them off and do another coat on top, and then sand that off and do another coat on the top. So 3 coats of gesso, and that should be fine according to what I've researched, but time will tell. Well, I've let all 6 of them dry after their first coat, so now it's a matter of just sanding down again. When I was applying the paint, I sort of made sure that I was applying the brush strokes in one direction, just for neatness, so I did them horizontally. But anyway, I'm going to sand them all down now. Just a quick sand. Right, so that's the first one done. I will carry on and do the rest. And then it will just be a matter of applying another coat of gesso, letting that dry, sanding it down, another coat of gesso, and then sand that down just so that there's a tooth on that final layer for the oil paint to actually stick to the gesso. Okay, well I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. It's something that I had to look up, so I think it's useful to put it out there for the subscribers of my channel, in case they are interested in using wood to paint on. I'll obviously do a video using one of the panels with oil paints at some point in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for that video coming up. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, then give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, then please do consider subscribing. It will really help the channel out. Okay, well, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.